What up, world? You are in tune to the Know It All broadcast. And of course, you got your player partners, your big homies here with you, man. Big Take, what's popping, man? How you doing?
Not too much, man. Doing good. Just watching this Eagles Bengals game, man. Getting ready for the second game of the doubleheader. That's all. Your boy Tate, boy, fresh in the house.
Eagles Niners. You watching the Eagles Niners? Getting
Eagles
ready for the
Niners.
Bengals. Yes, sir. Big G, man, what's popping, man? How you doing?
Man, just sitting here in the backstage, we was talking about worst draft picks for a team in NFL history. I got my thoughts on some of the garbanzo that the Steelers has drafted over the last few years, but we need to do a show about what team's worst draft pick ever. We need to do. That needs to be a topic of conversation one time.
I think we could, and that's a really good topic of conversation. But speaking of conversation, man, we're about to get it in. We got some things we need to talk about, but first, man, we want to do some housekeeping stuff, man. Make sure that you like and subscribe this podcast, man. If you are somebody who comes back and you watch every week and you rock with us, man, make sure you like us on Facebook, subscribe on YouTube and Twitch, so that when we go live, you will definitely be there to get those notifications. And look, man, we also live on Twitter, so you can catch us on Twitter, man. Definitely, man, G, we gonna get into a lot of football talk, what's happening right now with the Eagles and the Niners. But before we get into that, man, let's go ahead and get into this. And man, first things first, man. Listen, Brock Purdy got knocked out this game really early, and I told you guys during the Pick'em show that he was definitely going to get got to, and he was going to get got to early behind that defensive line, and that's exactly what happened. He got hit in the arm, and when he got hit in the arm, it hurt his arm. I think he's back in the game now, but he was out for a significant period of time. And they brought in Josh Johnson, and Josh Johnson ended up getting mollywopped and got a concussion. So, I mean, Ndamukong Suh, he's been mollywopping people for years. He's a serial mollywopper. And so, definitely, he got a
serial mollywopper.
Yeah, he's serial mollywopper, man. He got an opportunity to get to the quarterback. So now I think Brock Purdy's back in. But for a minute, it looked like they were going to have to go to McCaffrey, man. What did you think about this, man? What was going through your head, Tate, when you saw this? Like, Christian McCaffrey's literally fixing to suit up as quarterback, man. How was you feeling about this, bro?
It was going to be interesting. He probably could do better than Josh Johnson did, man. What's wrong with Josh Johnson, man? Nothing with him having the concussion. That's one thing. I'm talking about why he's in there, though. He was terrible, man. He's a 15-year veteran playing like he was the rookie who only played 7 games. But 49ers in trouble from the moment that Purdy got hurt, and it was going to be rough. So then when Johnson got hurt, they might have had a better chance. They put McCaffrey in their quarterback and put McCaffrey under center, Debo in the backfield, just ran all kind of Shanahan crazy wildcat type plays. Man, they might have had a better chance.
Yeah, it's one of them things. Purdy looked like he could still throw the short ball, but I think the deep ball is out of here because I don't think he can grip it the way that he needs to grip it, man. G, what did you think? What did you think about it, man, when you saw him get skull drug and his arm get hit and he's out the game? How did you feel about that, G?
Well, I mean, while you had said it was the defensive line, but man, who's causing problems is Theo Riddick, man. That dude is out there like on a man possessed on a mission, handling his business for the Eagles. But this speaks to the bigger picture for the 49ers, man. They have to solve the quarterback. I don't know if Trey Lance is going to be the guy. I don't know if they're going to let Jimmy G walk. We don't know about Purdy. They have all the pieces and everything you need to be a successful winning team that can win a Super Bowl. But until they get that quarterback position figured out, man, it looks dim and grim for the 49ers. They met their ceiling, or they got as high as they could possibly get. So they got to get a quarterback. Look for them maybe even to try to go all in and maybe pull Rodgers to the Bay Area, man. Because they got to get a quarterback. They got to get a quarterback.
We heard today from Chef that the Packers are looking to go ahead and deal him and get him off. So, hey, he can end up anywhere. I'm gonna tell you, the gist of the matter is that you're gonna have to move from Garoppolo, but you better keep Lance. The way that y'all get hurt, quarterbacks get hurt, you need one in the chamber, man. And definitely, if you don't have one in the chamber, you're out of here. You're seriously, even with a defense as good as y'all's, as the 49ers, they're out of here, man. They can't muster it with a quarterback, man, without a quarterback.
Yeah.
On the back half of that, man, I mean, kind of remember we talked about this on the Pick'em show. It's one of them things. Don't give people locker room material, man. Just don't do it. Don't run up the stairs talking about Brocky and all that good kind of stuff, because then you kind of put yourself out there. You put a target on your people's back. And I get it. San Francisco 49ers can't do nothing about it, but your fans need to understand, hey, man, there's certain things you just don't do. Don't cross the line. And because you put a target on your man back.
Hey, but fans, you know what? I ain't mad at them fans, man, because when you feel that your team's gonna win, I ain't mad at you. You just don't just get belligerent with it,
Yeah, thank you. That's all I'm saying. They run up there with Brocky in front of the Philadelphia fans, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's not.
Because believe me, if the Steelers was playing, I'd be talking cash money. If Pittsburgh was playing today, believe me, I would be talking a lot of mess, man. So I get the fans.
Absolutely. Tate, man, listen. Something that I want to talk about, and I'm gonna get to the LeBron James after this, because we got to kind of transition into some basketball before we get to the last football game of the evening. We've had some things going on with Bethune-Cookman and with Ed Reed. Ed Reed was casted to be the next coach of Bethune-Cookman. Ed Reed had some, and it wasn't contractual yet. It was a handshake between him and Reggie Theus. We all know who Reggie Theus is. Reggie Theus, old school Hawks player. He played in the NBA for some years. And definitely it was a handshake between him and Theus. The intern president was cool with it. Everything was great. Ed Reed came on campus and began to start moving some things around. Now, mind you, he had already set up money. He set up Shaquille O'Neal. He set up some other people, some other donors to be able to donate, and was about to duplicate what we saw happen at Jackson State, right? And what we saw happen at Jackson State was Deion turn a whole make a whole infrastructure of a city flush with cash. Flushed it with cash. The university benefited because the facilities upgraded. Now, what you didn't hear was that there were murders on campus. What you didn't hear a lot is that there were people stealing on the Jackson State campus. That you heard it once because they stole from Deion. After that, you didn't hear that Deion had a security guard set up guarding the athletic facilities 24/7, right? You didn't hear none of that because Deion kept it under wraps. Ed Reed, on the other hand, flipped it, right? And Ed Reed was like, look, this is going on. There's trash all over the campus. I came and my office was dirty, it's just ridiculous. There are homeless people walking up and through here on the campus, and he's playing music. He's blasting music out of the golf cart that he's driving around, got his football players picking up trash. And the music that he's playing is the same music that these kids are listening to.
Right.
So all of this combined, he's airing their dirty laundry. The Reggie Theus and the intern president said, that's it. That's enough. We've seen enough of this. We're going to go ahead and rescind the offer that we gave you. But they told Ed Reed, hey, look, why don't you take your name out of here so it looked like it was mutual? And Ed Reed fought it and was like, no, it wasn't mutual. I recruited some of these kids. It was a recruiting visit weekend that he had brought these kids down here, paid some of his money for their parents to stay. And they're already, 2 of his kids had already enrolled in school to be coached by Ed Reed. Now, mind you, this program is so far in debt right now, right? Program's so far in debt that they're sharing football helmets. Their dormitory and dorm rooms is filled with mold and mildew from Hurricane Ian, right? So their infrastructure was going to be helped by Ed Reed being there, and now we don't have him here because the padding of the pockets. Now, here's my point of view. I'm going to get out the way and let you guys respond because I know Tate is ready. HBCUs, and you can't say any blanket, you can't make blanket statements, right? I love my HBCUs. I love them. But we're focusing too much on the historically black, too much on the H and the B, and we're not focusing on the college and university. I wouldn't want to send my child to a university where there's mildew and mold all over the place. There's rats in the dormitory. These are not things we're spreading. There are pictures of this. There are videos of this that are going around that you get a chance to see. There were people who made whole stories about this. My point here is if you got somebody who's going to help upgrade and bring in an influx, stop the progress. Yes, it's historically black. Yeah, we get it. Historically black. We get it. But there has to be some change, and you got to move out of the way and allow that change to happen. If you don't move out of the way and allow that change to happen, all we're going to have is history. That's it. That's all we're going to have is black history because these universities will have to shut down. It's my 2 cents. Tate?
Man, I agree with you. I mean, they could have used Ed Reed. They could have used him. I mean, like you said, traditionally black university, HBCU, Bethune-Cookman, founded in when were they founded? 1904. That's what I was going to say. 1904. So they've been around about 120 years. Their endowment is 47.8 million. 47.8 million. So in terms of colleges and universities, they broke. That's not a lot of money for an endowment at a school. Roughly 3,800 students. And just like Deion did with Jackson State, the exposure and the platform that Ed Reed has, and he could have brought to that school, and whatever he wanted them to do, as long as it was pertaining to uplifting the university and the football program, I feel like they should have did. I'm guessing, I'm not sure. Reggie Theus is the athletic director at Bethune-Cookman.
Yes.
Okay, because I know Lawrence Drake is the president.
Drake is the president. Yep.
Reggie Theus is the athletic director. Yeah, they. I'm sorry.
Who told him there's no chance for him coming back? No chance.
See, I don't agree with that, but I mean they should have just gave Ed Reed whatever he needed. You know what I mean? I watched his impassioned talk to his team where he told the team what was going on. You know what I mean? That he didn't want to resign. He told them that and said that that the school's just not doing enough. And like you said, some of the issues that they have with, like you said there's roaches in dorms and stuff like that. Rats, even worse.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I feel like they moved too quick on dismissing themselves of Ed Reed.
I think so too.
Because he only wanted what was good first for the kids, second for the university.
Absolutely. And he's good for the university. I mean, if you guys, Drake and all you guys are money hungry vultures, if this is what we're gonna be, he's finna flush the university with cash. I mean, Shaquille O'Neal is one of the most benevolent athletes we got, and he was lined up to start giving. You know what I mean? So it just leaves a sour taste in everybody who wants to be a part of this mouth. G, what you got for this, man? What you got?
I couldn't agree more with what you guys were stating concerning the state of the union of just HBCUs in general. But not just that, but just Bethune-Cookman. I think Bethune-Cookman is one of the poorest HBCUs out of all HBCUs in the country. And the unfortunate thing of what's happening is you're seeing some HBCUs like Prairie View get taken over like by the Texas systems, to where Texas A&M has full control of Prairie View, versus them standing on their own and being their own component. What Ed was going to do, like you said, flush it with cash. But the reason why he was lining up all these donors was his affiliation with his fraternity. Omega Psi Phi was about to dump millions and millions and millions of dollars into Bethune-Cookman because that's a historically black school, and the Omega Phi Psi fraternity at that school has always been one of the biggest ones out of all HBCUs. So he was going to get donor money. And then, like you said, just anything else, when you start cleaning up the campus, the morale goes up. He's able to recruit higher and better players. Now they become competitive. Now they start winning. And it's a whole tide turns just like Jackson State. But the problem, just my issue with it is, it's not Ed. It's how cowardly that was for those men to cut him after they had already offered him the job. And the only reason it was about was because their dirty laundry got exposed. It's a shame that they had that school. I saw the video where they put that picture on that pink building, and Ed said that building is filled up with trash. And then I saw a video later on where they actually went inside the building, and it's right in the middle of the freaking campus, and it's filled up with trash. So what type of pocketing of donor money and all whatever else has been going on at that school, and they haven't been taking care of the students first and then the student athletes. So, that was a coward move, man, and overall it hurts HBCUs moving forward. It hurts them bad, man.
And you mentioned Omega Psi Phi, right? You mentioned them, right? Yeah. Do you know that the Divine Nine on that campus hadn't met with the president since August?
Yeah, I read that.
Neither has the student council, neither has any of the student elective, the people who have been elected as officials for the student body. None of them have had a chance or an opportunity to even sit down with the president. Yeah. How shiesty is that? Like, I mean, for real, like, I can't blanket. You mentioned Prairie View A&M. Prairie View A&M has actually since been, affiliated with Texas A&M. That their facilities is actually coming up. Gramblin's facilities actually coming up. You got schools like this who are actually coming up, and they'll probably be the only ones that are still around because, again, let's not just focus on being Black history, man. You know what I'm saying? The history's in the past. Let's change. Let's evolve. Let's allow. And then for you to say that Disney, here was the escape that they used, Big G. They said that Disney, they're a historically Black college and they're a Christian university. I get it. And they're saying that Ed Reed's language and Disney didn't add up because Disney was like, hey, we're going to pull our stuff if, because if y'all agree with that, that's not what we stand for. And I can't imagine Disney doing that because of the Marvel stuff that we got. If y'all doing that and we got all this Marvel stuff on Disney, I can't, man, come on. I don't get it.
I agree.
It was is that you had your coattail pulled and you didn't like it. Yep. You didn't like your coattail being pulled publicly. I get it. And again, it's the thing that Deion didn't do. Now, this is the Deion effect. You have to understand. Deion Sanders didn't tell the stuff that I told you about. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell that. He didn't tell you that, Jackson, Mississippi is third on the AIDS list. He didn't tell you that. There was a lot of stuff that he didn't say. You know, he didn't say he didn't say a lot of stuff.
And he's not going to say, I mean, he might say it in private, but in public, he's not. As a matter of fact, Deion still is donating money to Jackson State University, which Ed Reed was going to duplicate. I mean, I think we talked about this on the show a few weeks ago, where the pattern is going to be you're going to see these high-profile athletes get these smaller schools, blow the university up, and transition. Well, Bethune-Cookman, you just blew it. You had the perfect guy. He wanted to be there, but you blew it.
He's a Florida boy.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? And they're in Daytona. Could you imagine Big G Tate having to spray Lysol in your helmet because your helmet's mildewing? Could you imagine that? I mean, honestly, if you played football before, your helmet already got a smell because you know it's you sweating, and when you man, I'm telling you, it's you got to keep it clean, you got to keep it aired out. That's why they got these new mechanisms where when you set it down, it's airing and drying your helmet out, right? I mean, and they wouldn't even buy Lysol so that they could spray out their stuff for the university. That's horrible. I mean, for real, that's horrible. So for you to me to cut Ed is a problem. It's a problem. Man, listen, last night we saw something. Now, LBJ went for 40. LBJ went for 40. They were playing the Boston Celtics. Last seconds of the game, he goes to the hole. He clearly gets fouled, but he didn't get the call. You know, I have to admit the fact that he really got fouled. That was a real foul. Legit.
Don't hate on Bron. Don't hate on Bron.
It was a legit foul. Legit. Right? But here's the thing. Here's my thing. LeBron, all that tantrum stuff. Come on, man. Come on, you are way too big to be throwing a tantrum on the court like that, LeBron. Come on, man. And then all them shenanigans, bringing the camera on the court, showing it. And the refs, I got to point the wrong out here. The refs, y'all are wrong for teeing him up. Because, I mean, for real.
It was Pat Bev who they got.
I know it was Pat Bev that got the tech. Y'all were wrong for teeing Pat Bev up. He was just trying to show y'all. Y'all ain't looking. Y'all missed that one. Y'all missed that one. But definitely, I just think LeBron was the temperature. Oh, that was just way too much. It was way too much. It was over the top. It was over the top. Not from the king.
I don't know, man. Because I'm just being honest. I done seen Jordan do some temper tantrum type stuff too, man.
Steph Curry was just back and throwing his mouthpiece just this week.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember Mike. I'm old enough for Mike walking up on referees and like punking them.
We talking about the GOAT, Tom Brady breaking tablets.
Yeah, throwing stuff
come on, man. What they do, especially if it's a missed call that costs you the game.
Yeah,
I ain't saying he's justified, but we understand why.
Yeah, and he's fighting for his playoff life. They even though his team is freaking horrible, the Lakers are trash, but he is trying his best to will this team into the play-in. He's trying, and that was an obvious call, man. That was obvious. So I ain't buying it because, like I said, I'm old enough to remember Mike used to do some of the same stuff or worse. Now that I really start thinking about it, I wish we had the footage pulled up where we could show some of Michael Jordan's tantrum on the basketball court because he's done some worse stuff.
Yeah, he was breakdancing. He was basically breakdancing on the floor last night. Come on, man.
But look, Mike's done the same stuff. Any great player. I've seen Larry Bird lose it. I've seen Isaiah Thomas lose it. I've seen Magic Johnson lose it before. I've seen guys lose it. Dr. J, I've seen him lose it. Kareem, any super great player, I've seen lose it, man. So, and like I said, Mike has done some of the same stuff Jordan done did. I done seen Mike basically run up on a referee and push him and be like, "You missed the call," So come on, man, come on. LeBron was in the heat of the moment. He was upset, but and legitimately so, because guess what? They lost. They lost by 4. They Pat Bev up. That's 2 technicals. And the Lakers bench got a technical. That's 3 out of 4 points. They lost 125-121. So, they lost because of a missed call on the refs, and they looking all over like, but I've heard the Boston bias, and this goes back to when we were kids. The Lakers couldn't go into Boston and win. When we were kids, that wasn't going down.
You had to beat them decisively. You had to beat them decisively.
Even during the Kobe era, the Lakers wasn't going into Boston. When Boston had that stacked squad, LA wasn't going into Boston and winning. That's just how stuff works. So now, here it is, LeBron. The Celtics got a stacked squad. You got to beat them. You ain't going. If you don't smash them, you ain't walking out of Boston with a W. So, it is what it is, man. Look at him say, fly, Eagles, fly. That boy.
Damon O'Brien, DJ Delight, what's up, player? That's my homie. He said, fly, Eagles, fly against them sorry 49ers.
Yeah, they're not sorry, Damon. They're not sorry, Damon.
Hey,
they're not sorry. They got quarterback issues. They're not sorry.
The second quarterback got mollywopped. I'm talking about mollywopped by Ndamukong Suh.
Big G.
For real. He got hauled out.
Shout out to the homie, your boy, your class, Chris Cox in the live chat on Facebook, man.
Oh wow, check him out. What's up, Chris? That's a guy that knows some sports stuff too. I gotta let the truth be told. Chris Cox knows some sports stuff, man.
Steeler fan.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No ifs, ands, what's about it. He knows some sports stuff, so for sure. But Damon, the 49ers ain't trash, Damon. Don't start it. They ain't trash.
Elijah McNeil in the chat already saying, y'all keep tabs on the blow. Y'all keeping tabs on the blowout. No, I don't. What's the schedule? Give me a score. Give me a score for you guys.
I ain't got it pulled up right now. Let me see. It was 28-7 when I came down. So
you guys in the live chat, give us an update as we going through it, man. Give us an update as we going through it.
31-7.
Oh, that's 2 points away from my prediction.
That's Smoke City.
Minute 53 left.
Yeah,
I predicted 31-17.
Yeah.
But I mean, it played out like it's all because of quarterback play. If old scrubby Josh Johnson didn't fumble the ball right before halftime, they would have went into halftime with a chance.
Yeah. And remember what I say? Remember what I said, fellas? We talked about it. How many quarterbacks are going to be over the age of 30, 33 going into 34 this season? And Josh Johnson's one of those guys. So you're about to see a complete overhaul with these new products of quarterbacks coming into the league because there's a lot of guys on their way out of there. And
hey,
Josh Johnson's one of them.
I'm back on basketball, man. We talked about LeBron complaining about fouls. LeBron scored 46 the other night too. Since his 38th birthday, he's been averaging like 35, 8, and 8.
Right.
And he scored 46 the other night against I forgot who was the Clippers. He scored at least 40 against every team in the league, at least once.
And 160-something points away from breaking the scoring record.
No. 116 now.
116. Oh yeah, it's a wrap.
He's close.
He might get that in the next 3 games.
Yeah,
we knew he was going to get that this year. I mean, that's something. That's a testament to longevity. Only player who's probably played longer than him and played more games is your boy for Utah. What's his name? The point guard.
Stockton. No.
Stockton.
Kareem played more than him. LeBron about to get the record in 100 less games than Kareem did.
Yeah, correct.
No, what I'm saying to you, John Stockton played a lot of games. Go back and check it out. If I'm right, John Stockton is still kind of close. He ain't close in the statistic range because he didn't score like LeBron has scored, but he's definitely close in the game. He's Mr. Reliable. And I think he's actually missed less games than LeBron. I think LeBron missed
I'm sure he has. John
over 100 and some odd games, and I think Stockton only missed 22. Check me up on it. Thomas is watching. Thomas, check me up on that, man. I think Stockton played more games than LeBron and missed less games at the same time. But what I took it, you said it's attributed to longevity. I'm saying Kareem played more games.
Yeah.
And LeBron got the record.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that LeBron has been able to play a long time. So and play a long time at a high clip. I'm not taking nothing away from him, but he played a long time. Had Jordan played as many years, he would have that record. You know what I'm saying?
Tom Brady played a long time. Jordan didn't take care of himself like LeBron did.
Yeah. Look, Jordan
missed 2 prime years.
Jordan, yeah, but Jordan was smoking cigars, gambling, and drinking all night, playing 18 holes of golf, and showing up at the basketball floor,
and still wearing people out. Still wearing the best out. The best group of basketball players out. Money is the goal. I don't.
See.
LeBron can get the scoring title.
See, there you go.
He can get it, but he's not better than Michael Jordan.
The issue with LeBron James is this. The God's honest truth. And like I said, I've been saying all along, I put people in tiers. LeBron James, as far as he's the top tier with Kareem and Mike, those are the tiers because it's hard to compare errors. But when it's all said and done, I'm just going to be honest. If LeBron wasn't out of the playoff or out of the play-in, and he was like a 7 or 8 or 6 seed right now, we'd be talking about LeBron James for MVP. Because he's on the worst team probably in the league. He has absolutely no help at all. They are horrible. And he's out there still at almost 40 years old, hitting them for 40 pieces? Come on, bro. We be talking LeBron James for MVP right now. For real, for real. Because his numbers are almost identical for the beloved Luka. And his numbers are almost identical to Luka's. So, but it's just that he plays on a little bit worse team. Luka's 26-25. I think they're in 8th place or 9th place. LeBron is like 23 and some change. They're 2 or 3 games behind them, and his numbers match. So how come you ain't talking LeBron for MVP, but a lot of folks are talking that Luka mess for MVP? So see, that's why I'm like, NBA, get out of here, bro. Get out of here.
But what you said is Luka trash, though. That's the thing.
Full trash.
Luka's not
full trash.
He's far from trash. He's
trash.
Luka.
That's where you lose credibility with your argument, Skip Bayless.
Hey man, Luka's garbage. But we ain't got time to talk about that today. But Luka's garbage, and I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna prove it by the time we get to the end of the season because I looked something up too, just for the know-it-alls to make sure I knew I was right. The only guy that's ever been on a losing team that won the MVP is Pettis. That was way back in the freaking 60s, man. How Luka 26-25 in MVP conversation? It shouldn't be talking.
That's
the only guy in NBA history. Only's been one. It was on a losing squad. So how is he 26-25 in the conversation? No.
We're mid-season.
No.
And guess what? They're still in the top. They're still in the top 5 in the Western Conference with
No, they're not. They're 8th. No, they're not. They're 8th. They're
top
26-25.
Top 10 in Western Conference.
They're like one game from being out of the playoff. They're like one game from being out.
And Luka got hurt. Is Luka still? Is he playing right now?
He missed one game. He missed Utah. That's it.
I knew he was hurt.
He missed one game.
But what I'm saying is, LeBron is
John Stockton played 1,504 career games
for
regular season. LeBron played 1,366
and smoking him.
John Stockton played 182 playoff games. LeBron's played 266 playoff games.
That means he played when it mattered.
And I think Stockton only missed like 22 games, period. And that's a tribute to longevity right there. That's longevity. But my point is, and here's my point, not trying to discredit or take anything from LeBron James. I'm just saying to you that he's not the GOAT. In the GOAT conversation, he get scoring time.
There you go.
In the GOAT conversation, he's not.
There
He's not. He ain't took a team back to back to back. He ain't three-peated twice. He ain't did that. He ain't. Mike has never lost a championship game ever.
And that, I mean, what does that mean?
He's the GOAT.
No, man.
I'm telling
every argument always comes down to them.
If you took Michael Jordan and you put Michael Jordan in this era, he would average 40 points a game, maybe 45. He might even get 50. Michael Jordan was the best scorer we've ever seen.
You're right. Best scorer we've ever seen outside of Wilt Chamberlain. Best scorer we've ever seen. But number one all-time scorer, top 5 in assists, top 10 in rebounds. Come on, man. How can you deny him?
I can't deny him.
And like
Michael Jordan
he's
top in a lot of different stats too.
But
one of the best defensive guards to ever play the game of basketball.
But wait. Drop Jordan in this era, the last 3 years, and in his prime. Take 10 years off LeBron and drop him down right now. LeBron averaging 50. He's averaging 50. Nobody in the league could stop him, man. He's almost 40, averaging 40. He's almost 40 years old, getting 40 buckets, 40 points a game. Almost 40 years old.
Mike wasn't doing that when he was 38.
Yeah, he wasn't.
Man, Mike at
Mike
38
did
went
his.
40. He went for 43 or 4 times. What are you talking about?
I'm
No,
talking about
look at his
almost
averages.
averaging 40. He's almost averaging 40.
He was on a garbage team with the
What
Williams.
you think LeBron playing with right now? Trash.
And he got hurt.
Hey, Big G.
Yeah.
You know what Mod's happiest sports place would probably be?
Where?
If Michael Jordan could be quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Listen,
that's straight heaven.
I mean, I realize you carry the banner for LeBron because he's an Ohioan. You know,
Sound familiar? Sound familiar,
Yeah.
Mr. Texas?
I realize it. My point
He be
is
carrying the banner for
that
Texas all day and night.
I love LeBron James for a whole bunch of different reasons. I mean, I got an affinity for Bron because of how he treats his friends, because of the type of father he is. You never hear him in any scandals. He's always there at his son's games. You know what I'm saying? He brought commercial. I mean, he's just a dad. And to me, that kind of stuff, you win points with me with that. You know, but when we talk about the basketball court, we talking basketball?
Hey man.
Money's that
I,
man.
I agree with you in everything you said. LeBron will bully Michael Jordan, man. If they both was in their prime, Bron will bully Michael Jordan.
6'8".
I don't know about that. Did you see
Punishment.
the kid? What's the kid's name? What's the kid's name who ended up being a nobody but was ranked ahead of LeBron? I seen the
he might have been
documentary.
ranked in front of LeBron for like about 2 weeks.
Who was ever ranked in front of LeBron?
LeBron
No,
was the number
he was
one
ranked
player
ahead
in
of
the
LeBron.
country.
He took LeBron to the dojo at the camp, and then he took him to the dojo, punked him for real.
LeBron must have been in 8th grade.
No,
probably
him and
7th grade.
LeBron was in the same grade. He was in the same grade, but he ended up not going to school. Y'all know it, all listeners. If y'all could chime in, I know y'all seen this. We all seen it. It was a documentary about this good. I want to say Lenny was his name or something like that. But the boy was a killer. I mean, he went to all of the camps with Bron. And then that last game, LeBron hit the shot that won the team for his game. But he was giving Bron buckets the whole time. And they were the same height, they were both 6'8", 6'9", and could go at it. My point is,
It might have been 2 weeks.
It's bully. If we're talking about bullying,
high school basketball player in the
if
country.
LeBron and Mike met in their prime, he's not bullying. He's not bullying Mike.
He's 6'8", 260.
He's not bullying.
He's
Hey,
60. He was
that's
down.
Lamb wasn't bullying Mike.
That's like Mike trying to hold Karl Malone on the block. But except when LeBron got mad guard skills.
Yeah, it's murder.
Again, Lamb Beer wasn't bullying Mike. Them boys were getting in the lane. They was throwing him to the ground and wasn't bullying Mike. Mike still went at him.
Man, listen, I'm not taking nothing away from Michael Jordan. But all I'm saying is that LeBron James is right there. If you talk about tiers, I rank all my players in tiers. Tier 1 is LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Those 3 guys, and then the rest fall in different tiers.
How are we leaving Kobe out of this? How are we leaving Kobe? Like,
he doesn't qualify.
You trying to say that the Mamba ain't in this group?
He doesn't qualify.
Who's your tier 1 again?
Tier 1 is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Michael Jordan, and LeBron James. That's the tier. Nobody else, I don't think in my lifetime will ever break into that tier. Ever.
That's probably top tier.
No.
I got to put Magic in there too.
How does Kobe get left out of this?
No.
Can you tell me how Kobe gets left out of this discussion?
Because Kobe played 3 years with Shaq. Got 3 chips with Shaq. That's why.
And that's okay. And that's okay. But Kobe was losing 60 games a year his last 3 or 4 years, though. 60 games a year.
Wasn't even making the playoffs. Didn't smell the playoffs ever. You know, they was getting straight mopped.
If all you have to do was throw a 6'8", 260 dude at him, then why wasn't team stopping him? Thomas, I agree.
Because there was no 6'8", 260s.
There
wasn't no 6'8", 260s. It was a guard.
It was called the Jordan.
Guard,
That's a lie.
There was no 6'8", 260 guard.
What's
He
the
said
boy
a
name?
guard. He said
6'8",
guard.
260. There was no 6'8", 260 guards.
No,
there
well,
was
not
none.
no guards.
Right.
But it was 6'8", 260.
But not 6'8", 260 guards. Charles
And
Barkley
get
With
this,
that level of athleticism,
Right.
that can move out on the perimeter. And I wasn't saying he could stop Mike. I said he would bully Mike on the offensive end.
bullied him. He would have bullied him.
Mike always gonna get his. I know that. I ain't wasn't saying
Lynn
that.
Bias wasn't bullying Mike. He was getting him, but he wasn't bullying him.
Lynn Bias got the best of Mike when they was in college in the ACC.
He was beating him, but he wasn't bullying him.
Lynn Bias was 6'8", 225.
But Lynn Bias was a dog.
I said LeBron James was 6'8", 260. 6'8", 260.
My point is, he wasn't bullying him. He wasn't bullying.
Lynn Bias was mopping Michael Jordan.
No, he wasn't mopping him. He was beating him.
Go look it up. Go look it up. I bet you he had a higher scoring average, and I bet you head-to-head, Lynn Bias beat Michael Jordan more than Michael Jordan beat Lynn Bias. I bet money he did.
I'll check it out.
He had a better scoring average.
I know he beat him once. I know he beat him once.
Way more than once. Head-to-head, Lynn Bias was mopping Mike. Was mopping him. Mike didn't have no answer for Lynn Bias. That's the whole reason why Red Auerbach traded the farm to get him. Because Red Auerbach was like, I got a way. And as a matter of fact, I'm willing to say this. If Lynn Bias wouldn't have died prematurely, Lynn Bias would have stopped Jordan from getting a couple of them championships. Because they was going to put a team around him in Boston. You better.
Well, I think
him and Larry Bird and Kevin McHale. Are you serious? Mike, you in trouble. You in trouble, Mike. For real, for real. But Bias was that guy. He was that guy. Check it out. He was 6'8", 225, higher scoring average, head-to-head against Mike, and he beat Mike more than Mike beat him. And he was like 225. He wasn't even 230. LeBron 265, mopping people, bro. Don't be biased, man. Don't be biased. Don't be biased in the hate, man, for LeBron.
I don't think I'm biased, bro. I think Jordan is the best we ever seen. The best to ever do it.
No, the argument comes down to 6-0 in the chips. That's not fair. Brady ain't even undefeated in chips. The GOAT is the GOAT.
Which is all, of course, which is all the more reason for you to understand what big a feat that is. If you go undefeated in the championship games, you are the man. Every time you get there, you win it.
Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen. Michael Jordan had Horace Grant. Michael Jordan had Dennis Rodman. Michael Jordan had Ron Harper. I'll keep naming who Michael Jordan had. Michael Jordan on the second three-peat stole half the Detroit Pistons team. John Sally, Dennis Rodman, they was all on the squad. They was playing with Mike. So nah, you can't. And they played in different eras, right? They played in completely different eras, right? Of course, Mike would dominate now because you can't hand check. So you couldn't hand check Mike, he gonna kill you. But LeBron, come on, man. And Kareem, like I said, the one that don't get no love is Kareem.
The first matchup against Michael Jordan and Lynn Bias, Jordan had 21. Lynn Bias came off the bench with 11. Second meeting, February 16th, 1983. Jordan started for North Carolina and Bias came off the bench. Jordan was incredible start, 15 points in the first half. And then let's see here. Jordan went scoreless for the first 14 minutes of the second half.
Took the L, dog. Took the L.
Maryland won that game.
The matchup was January 84, was number 1 North Carolina versus number 5 Maryland. Who won that one?
Maryland.
February 19th, 1984. Jordan scored 25 points, shooting 71% from the field. Bias scored a quiet 15 points in the game.
But Maryland won.
I said January 84, though, the one I'm talking about.
January 84, Maryland won that game.
January the 12th, 1983, Jordan finished with 21. Bias came off the bench with 11, but and North Carolina won that game 72-71.
That's 83. January 84 is what we talk about. January 84.
They don't have that one here.
Bias, a matter of fact, now that I'm really thinking about it, ACC tournament included, if I know it right off the top of my head, the Maryland Lynn Bias teams was 4-2 against Jordan. If I think it right in my head, in totality, they was either 3-2 or 4-2 against Jordan.
Yeah,
That
February
Jordan had a
9th,
losing record
February game, Maryland beat them 106-94.
Jordan, January 1984, January 12th, 2 All-Americans, Michael Jordan, Sam Perkins, combined for 47 points against 2-time ACC Player of the Year, Lynn Bias. The Tar Heels won the matchup 74-64.
How much did Bias have?
And it didn't. I didn't show the stat line.
Two-time ACC Player of the Year, Lenny Bias.
He was.
2 times.
He was. He definitely was, man. But again, my thing is that Bias didn't bully Michael. That wasn't happening. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't happening. LeBron wouldn't bully Michael. MJ never backed down from nothing. And that's Kobe had that saying. That's why it's hard for me. It's hard for me. I don't understand how Kobe can't be in this top tier argument of yours, G. That's the thing that puzzles me.
No.
Like I'm puzzled.
No.
Kobe not even the best Laker all time. As great as he was, he's not the best Laker all time.
He's not he's not a top 2 Laker.
No, you got to give it to what, Kareem and Magic?
Correct.
Magic and Kareem in that order.
Correct. No. I would say Kareem Magic. But
Kareem Magic, I would say.
Nah, Magic. If you look at the numbers, Kareem was always a beast in Milwaukee. He got traded to the Lakers. They didn't go to the playoffs his first year there.
Correct.
His second year there, they went and lost in the first round. His third year there, Magic came, and the rest is history.
Yeah, correct. Chips.
Magic came. All right, so I can agree. I can agree with that. I like that, Tate. I'll buy that for $1. Definitely when it comes down to it, though, man. Kobe top 5 Lakers.
Oh, definitely.
Kobe top 5 Lakers.
He's probably number 3. He's probably 3.
Well, yeah, he is number 3. It ain't a problem. He's 3.
James 3.
So if we're saying that, how does he not make it into the conversation of these top tier players? How?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. High school, college, pro. The most dominant basketball player that's ever played. 3 tiers. High school, college, pro. Kareem could have went pro from high school. And went in the NBA and smashed everybody. Smashed. That's number 1. Then when Kareem got into the league, he smashed everybody. Most dominant basketball player we've ever seen, ever. Mike, go ahead.
And both of them was from day one. Magic, Kareem, day one.
Yeah.
So Kobe wasn't day one.
Thomas's question:
Kobe was on the bench.
Does Magic or Kareem win any Laker rings without each other?
Yes. Abdul-Jabbar was going to get. They had already built a team. Abdul-Jabbar was going to get a ring without Magic, and Magic sure could. Listen, without the age catastrophe that happened with Irvin Magic Johnson, right? They were going to retool the Lakers to run it. They had already brought in Divac. James Worthy was still playing good ball. You best believe they would have shook it up and got some pieces around Magic. They would have.
Last point, and before we get ready to shut it down and go to our closing points, because the game's about to start. Thomas said Kareem was hurt in the first finals, I guess. Yeah, Kareem was hurt, right?
Yeah, Magic won MVP.
So he didn't get hurt to game 6. He played he got hurt in game 6. He missed game 7.
Yeah.
But I think his point is a good one. Because what he's saying is the tandem won with each other.
They did. But Kareem wasn't winning before Magic got there.
It's like Kobe and Shaq won with each other.
Right. That's why he can't be in a tier.
What?
But Kareem had already won a championship and multiple MVPs.
Did Magic win one without Kareem, though?
Never. Every Magic championship, Abdul-Jabbar was still in Los Angeles. But Kareem had already won a chip and multiple MVPs in the league before he even touched Magic Johnson.
True.
Kareem's rookie year, Kareem was MVP, Finals MVP, and the chip his rookie year in the league. Milwaukee Bucks.
I think it was his second year.
MVP, Finals MVP, chip. Kareem was handling his business, man, way before. That's just me. That's another reason why he got to be in there. Make sense?
I don't disagree with you. The only one I'll put on the edge of your top tier, Jordan, Bron, Kareem, is Magic, and that's just because of the winning. I bet Magic probably has the highest winning percentage of all players ever in history in the NBA. I don't know, but I bet he probably does.
I bet he's close. I would say because the Lakers didn't lose, they never had a bad season.
Right.
Yeah.
Magic played 12 years. 12 years, went to 9 chips.
Yeah.
LeBron been to 10 chips in 20 years.
Yeah. With Tate playing with bums.
Magic?
Bron playing with bums. The first years in Cleveland, they was bums.
Yeah, but they only went to 1 then.
No, yeah, he went to one chip with San Antonio.
With Anderson, Varejao, Boobie Gibson. But hey, man, I hope mine come back. Real quick, talk about the Bengals. I got the Bengals over the Chiefs. I got Joe Burrow as QB1 in the league.
Yeah.
And that's my party shot, man. I'm to the game.
Yeah. For sure. My party shot is, and I'm gonna keep it stirred up there, man, about this whole thing with Joe Burrow. My party shot. Oh, not Joe Burrow, with Justin Fields. I'm going to keep it going. I'm keeping it burned up. Justin Fields is getting traded. He's going to get traded. I'm telling you, they're going to trade him. You can get the haul.
Would the Cowboys trade Justin Fields for Justin Fields? They trade Dak for Justin Fields?
They would trade everything. The Dallas Cowboys would give everything for Justin Fields. Jerry Jones would give his own child for Justin Fields. They would give up everything. You're kidding. They would give it all up, man. They would get for Justin Fields. That's you're gonna get a chip. You know, so that look, mine's muted. He can't even take it. Jerry Jones trading his firstborn, and go give him the keys to the kingdom for Justin Fields, man. Straight up. You muted, man. You muted. Well, I know he got some comeback to say, man. Hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. No, we can't hear you. Hey, listen, man. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to have Ma close the show. But, man, if you guys like our content and like what we talk about, please like and subscribe to us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, and Twitch. We are going live on all social media content for your viewing pleasure. We also thank all of our listeners, all of the people that are watching us and following us. We have been growing expeditiously as a podcast. Our numbers are at an all-time high, and we thank those individuals that's been watching us and supporting us. Our loyal folks that come on like Tom and Dane and B Dirt and all whatever else, but we're getting new people, man. So we thank you. We thank you from all three of the know-it-alls. Anybody else got anything to say before I get us out of here?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, finally, I finished it. There was no way in God's green earth. I don't understand how you live in Ohio, don't even look at any type of Cowboy publications, and you swear up and down, the pulse of the Cowboys. I don't get it. Like, that confuses me. Like,
Jerry Jones will give his first.
Hey, the Cowboys America's team, though.
Yeah, but there's no way. It's America's team. Notice it doesn't say Sean's team. It's America's team.
Hey, man. Y'all about to be out, man. I can't miss this game.
We're about to shut it down, man. Pardon shots. I really appreciate it again. What Sean said, man. We definitely appreciate you guys. Make sure you like us on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Make sure you can check us out on Twitter, man. But hey, we're out of here. We'll catch you guys next week. We peace. We gone.